Hello everybody and welcome back to the second shelf and to another tag video. Yeah, me again. I think it was Russell from Ink and Paper Blog who said that I'm doing Tag Tuesday, but I don't because I upload on Wednesdays. So my Tag Tuesday is on Wednesday and I'm trying to work my way through my backlog of tags. And this one is the Honest BookTuber-Tag, created originally by Harriet Rosie. I'll leave a link to that original video down below. And I was tagged not even that long ago, at least not for me. It was a month ago, end of April, by Sue from Sue's Book Nook. And of course, you find her video also linked down below. But I wanted to take the opportunity, because I don't say that often enough, how much I love Sue's channel. Because I don't comment that often, and that is because what Sue is reading is often things that I don't read, mangas, for instance, but not only. But I just love her channel, and I love her personality and the way she talks about books, and of course I love Skippy, her dog, and that goes to show that, at least for me, watching videos is very often not even so much about the books, but it's about the booktuber and about the personality. But because I don't have anything of value to say about a lot of the books that Sue reads, I don't comment that often. But anyway, I really love her channel, so I'm happy that she tagged me again. I think I have another tag of hers that's over a year old. But anyway, thank you, Sue, for tagging me, and thank you for having such a wonderful channel. So the Honest Booktuber Tag is 10 questions all about honesty. Let's get right into it. I'm in an honest mood today. The first one: have you ever lied about reading a book? Yes. There's one sort of occasion or incident that I lie about reading a book, and that's when I'm gifted a book. My friends, or my closest friends, they know me now, and they don't ever get me books, or hardly ever, because either I've read it already or I don't want to read it. So it's more often than not, it's a miss. And no, Sean, I'm not talking about the books you sent me from Canada, because you knew that I wanted to read more Canadian lit. But anyway, when a friend or an acquaintance gives me a book that I don't want to read, I will lie and say that I read it and that I liked it, most probably. But that's the only occasion. I'm one of those people who read every reading assignment in school and university, and I never lie about reading a book other than when it was gifted to me, which I should have probably not made public now. Should I? But anyway, too late. Number 2, have you ever avoided a book because of controversy about the book or the author? No. And there's one exception as well, like with the lying. But I think, even if there's controversy about the content of a book, I don't not read it because of that controversy. And I think that question has much more value, quote unquote, when in the YA community, because there seems to be a lot of controversy about books that are not politically correct enough. And I'm not part of that controversy anyway, because I don't read almost no YA. And as for the controversy about the author, even though I'm not of the school that you can completely separate the work of art from the artist. Because I absolutely believe that the artist's views and life and experiences always influence the work. But I wouldn't not read a book because the author is an asshole. If you hear that he treats or she treats the spouse badly, or has cheated on the spouse, that's not a reason for me not to read the book. There is one exception, though, and that's probably because I'm German. I'm born in Germany. and that is authors that have been wrong, to say it euphemistically, during the Nazi regime. One of the most lauded poets comes to mind, Gottfried Benn. I can't read him. I know that his poetry is beautiful, but he adhered to the Nazi regime. He was quite a fervent follower of Hitler in the 1930s and 40s. And I just can't. I just can't read his poetry, as beautiful as it might be. But that is something that is so horrible to me, that I cannot separate the work from the author anymore. And that means that I cannot really enjoy or read the work in any objective manner. So that's the only exception. Number 3, have you ever been sent a book for free and not disclosed it? I loved Sue's answer in her video. I mean, I'm so thrilled when I get a book for free that I will, shout it from the rooftops. I got this book sent from the publisher. I will say, though, that sometimes I'm a member of NetGalley, and I don't that often apply for books, but sometimes I do, and I don't always mention that. I just forget to mention it. So I will say that. I mean, I try to say it also because I think it's really nice that the publisher gives me the book through NetGalley for free. But sometimes I forget it. But I don't see any reason why you shouldn't mention it. I mean, yeah. So again, I don't quite understand what the controversy behind this is, but I think, again, that's maybe big booktubers who get sponsored in order, to promote a book. And I think that's a much more important issue. If you get paid to haul a certain book or talk about a certain book, and you should not do that, I think. And if you choose to do it, then you most definitely have to disclose it. But I've never paid to do anything on this channel, so there you go. 4, have you ever bought a book with no intention of reading it? No. I think that's silly. I mean, like all of us, I buy books sometimes because I'm, see a book in the bookstore and think, oh, that sounds interesting, and then I buy 3 or 4 books, and then they end up on the to-read shelves for some years, and occasionally I will then discard them after a year or 2 or 3 years, or sometimes 10 years, because I think I'm really no longer interested at all in reading that book. But that happens not that often. And the moment I buy the book, I have every intention of reading it. I mean, I spend enough money on books, so it would be quite silly to add even more buying money, and buy books that I have no intention of reading. Number 5, have you ever been caught up in booktube drama? And again, no, not personally. I mean, I've had 1 or 2 booktubers being the object of a booktube drama, and I really felt horrible for them. I mean, Steve Donahue, for instance, just after he started the channel, he talked about this himself. So if you want to go check it out, look at his latest Q&A. He talks about that. But I was never the object of a booktube drama. And again, I think this specific corner of booktube, which there's not that much, YA drama controversy, is mainly free from a real booktube drama, at least so far, which is a great thing. Number 6, have you ever had a hate comment, and did you respond to it? No, I mean, I have the best subscribers and viewers you can possibly want. I think the closest I ever came to a comment that was, I think, just rude was, when people comment on a book that I didn't enjoy or didn't think it was good, and then they tell me that I didn't get it, and in a way not telling me I have a different opinion, which is perfectly fine, but in a rude way telling me that I obviously didn't get the sense of the book. And even though I love talking about books, especially with people when we don't agree on it, I think that that's interesting, and that makes you think about it and maybe reread the book. But I don't like if people are rude about it. But that's not a hate comment. So, and I think if I were to get a hate comment, I would just block the user and not respond. I don't have time for that shit. Number 7, have you ever made a video just because you knew it would get views? I mean, I make every video in order to get views because I want people to watch it and engage with me. But I think what the question means is that whether you make videos that you don't want to make because you know that this particular video will get a lot of views. And the answer is just no. Again, I don't have time for that shit. I make the videos that I want to do. And I'm happy, of course, if I see that a certain series of videos, like my monthly tops and flops, that obviously people like that kind of video. And there are other videos, like the series I do, The Nobel Women, where we read a book by a female Nobel Prize for Literature winner each month. And I know these books won't get that many views. That's just how it works. So, but that doesn't stop me from doing the series, because I really enjoy it, and I think the viewers who do view the video and who engage and read along with me, they like it as well, and that's good enough for me. Where am I? Number 8. If you could go back to the beginning of your channel, would you do anything differently? I really liked Sue's answer to that, because I just started, my channel with talking about some books I really liked. So to introduce myself, I chose books that say something about me because I really, really like them. But later, I've been on BookTube just now 3 years. So I think 2 years ago, maybe, or something, the BookTube newbie tag was created by somebody, I forgot by whom. And I liked Sue's answer that she would have liked to have that tag in order to introduce herself. And I think that that's true. That's a really good answer, because a tag like that gives you an opportunity, to introduce yourself to your viewers and potential viewers. But other than that, I mean, my first videos are awkward, horribly awkward, but that's just how it is when you start your channel. So no, I wouldn't want to change anything except for the fact that I would have maybe liked to introduce myself better in my first video. Number 9, are there any channels you wish yours could be more like? Yeah and no. I mean, this is my channel, and I think the most important thing, that's such, a cliche, because everybody tells you this, but it's true. You just have to do what feels comfortable for you. Talk about the books that you like, or if you do wrap-ups, if you like them, do them. I don't do wrap-ups. I don't do TBR videos. So you just have to find your way. So I wouldn't want, to copy another channel just because I love watching them. But there's one thing that because I'm too stupid to do it, but I love channels that do vlogs. I mean, Sean and his vlogs, that's just wonderful. Sean from Sean the Book Maniac, and Doris from All the Books. She does a lot of vlogs, reading vlogs, and I love watching them, but I'm too lazy and don't quite know how to do them and how to edit that all together. So that's something that I would like to do, but what can you do? You have limitations, and I certainly have limitations. And 10, what's something you love about your channel? I mean, I love talking about books. That's why I started this channel, and I love my subscribers, and especially the regulars, the returning ones, because you engage with those people in the comment section, and after a while, you start to know each other, and I think that's fabulous. That's one of the best aspects, and I also like, but that's not what I like about my channel specifically, but what I like about BookTube is that you meet people. I mean, other booktubers with whom you then start a friendship, and you talk outside of BookTube. So that's what I most like about this community. And my channel, I just love it because it's me, and I talk about the books, and you listen and watch and comment. That's just wonderful. Those were the questions. This tag has been around a while, so I don't know who has done it, but if you haven't been tagged, please consider yourself tagged now and do this, because I think it's a really, really nice set of questions about BookTube and about yourself. So consider yourself tagged if you haven't been tagged. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this tag. Talk to me down in the comments as always, and I'll see you all soon in the next one. Bye bye.